guys, the Final Fantasy 16. Sorry it's been a while since I've made any videos on this. Been stupidly busy. Been trying to get on, but yeah, things just get out of control. So this time we got to head back to town. Got to meet the mayor for some reason. There was a door around this corner, wasn't there, to check out?
What is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Has he found enemies? I don't think you can use magic in this area, if I remember correctly. That's why I check this door out quickly. Same sort of door opened with the Phoenix. Oh well, no. So it's back to town, I guess. I don't know what it is, every time I seem to stream this game, it's so sunny that I can't even see the screen. The game's like mega dark to begin with. And then the sun sort of just like gets in the way. Why is he barking at the town? Oh shit. Oh man, I was meant to check out if I got any Ifrit abilities.
What happened here?
Just pointing it with a stick. I shouldn't really laugh. With a stick, a sword. It's not what I want. Can I? I thought I could upgrade Toggle. Where's my abilities? Yes, so I should unlock Ifrit. Limit break. Oh, I've already got that. It's just upgrading it. 1,000, okay. Is Ifrit just part of the normal skill wheel? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Unable to acquire while in combat. Okay, let's get sword.
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
We've got a live one!
What are you doing here?
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
I don't really want to use my limit break just yet. Just gotta remember to scroll.
Get him! Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Lost like a hella lot of life there, just messing about.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Brandon? You were born a slave, you'll die one!
You know what to do, boy. That's enough. Flames to me! Get the wings on, boy! Get him, boy! There, boy! Sick of Toggle! Get him!
Why is it not doing this? Oh man. Got time until
Kill all the Ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs? We're innocent people! There, boy! There, boy! Sick of Toggle! You know what to do, boy. your distance, boy.
Go to these two again.
Get him, boy. It's over. You know what to do, boy. That's enough. You're finished. Sick him, Torgal. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. It's over. Give them all you've got, boy. That's enough.
Thought you was enemy there. Shit myself.
There, boy.
Oh, that's that lady's house, isn't it?
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress
It's like the
Annivella's
executioner from
command!
Resident Evil. Okay.
My mother ordered this. It can wait.
Who's doing that?
Don't let them get away. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Give him all you've got, boy.
I'm dodging that.
There, boy.
I fucking dodge it. Unless you can't dodge it.
I'm glad you're here. Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get away. Get him, boy. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Get him. You know what to do, boy.
Shit, dude.
Sick of Torgal. Taking you. There, boy.
Oh man, I did press it. Oh, I gotta get. Just pressing it. I don't want to press it too soon or
Sick of Torgal.
That's over. Man, I done so bad there. What on earth? Why did I have so much trouble trying to dodge stupid little slow attacks? I want to check out their third abilities. That charge one looks pretty fun. Guess I'm not meeting the mayor.
I'm sorry, Lady Anna.
That's a name.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother. Too late! Gav! Clive! Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here. But someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way father embraced them.
I hope we get to fight this man.
Spat on them
I
as
hope
slaves.
we get a destroyer.
The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do,
His accent.
but it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
Right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye.
Should be able to go back and craft the Ifrit weapon. I think we've got an Ifrit
I'll leave you lot to take care of things here.
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest.
Who's this dodgy fellow then?
Lord Kruger has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
I mean, if this is real life, you would just teleport back to the hideaway. And you'd be like, ah, where have they gone? Because you wouldn't be travelling, you could just use one of them teleport stone things.
Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Right, the blacksmith, I think, is around this corner. Just quickly check. No, it's around the other corner. Yeah, around here.
Make it quick. What do you want?
Okay, so we can't. There isn't an effort sorta. Thought I got a material for it.
Anything else?
We'll check him back after the cut. Like once we talk to Sid, maybe these things will appear there after that.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick.
Tends to happen after a few like cutscenes. But swing effort. I want to check his. I want to get the what's this ability. Summons a storm fireballs that circle around Clive, damaging enemies nearby. Well, sobs. That's not too bad. This one looks awesome though. Right, we're gonna learn this one. So how do I do this one then? What's this one? Just limerick. Do I need to go onto the abilities and do it that way? Do I need to replace an ability? I'm gonna replace this one, I think, if I do. How do I change an ability? Can I not use that effort ability? Or has it got to be in the fire section? Oh. So it's got 3 damage. What's that? 3. What's this one? It's 2 damage, but it's 3 area away. I actually like both of these abilities. That one looks so good, and it's got like a gap closer. Let's put Ignite on, and we'll keep the wings. That's got such a long cooldown, but it restores health. So if we're going to change that, we need to change these. Because I'm not using... I don't really need the gill increase either. So we need to get rid of the Scarlet one. What are the abilities called? Rebirth, Ignition, Wicked Wheel. I actually would want to replace the Wicked Wheel, to be honest, but Gouge. No. So we don't, if we're not using Cyclone, we're not using Rising Flame, we're not using Heat Wave, I don't think. Maybe put Gouge on? Wicked Wheel. Let's put Gouge on. And then... Gill increased. Is there nothing I can replace that with? Something better, maybe? I'll leave that on.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
So dramatic.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most marched blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Well, that's quite a jump up, just going to like little towns, isn't it? And just take on the main fucking city.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
I do feel like I'm just watching a fantasy
hard-pressed to feel the capital's granaries before winter.
Game of Thrones, basically, the castle designs and everything.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire acquires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
Although he just uses a trade just for flour.
Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmeks.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
I couldn't stand being around them idiots. I'd have a bad headache. Them all just like mumbling away and chattering away, and I'll do the same. I'll be like, oh, just get on with it.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Ah, so the Bahamut guy's, that's his dad then. Still don't know what that character's name is or anything.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. But where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in my pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I mean, things as giant as mountains.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your
How the
faith.
hell are you meant to blow them up?
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Ah, just one side quest. Okay, so there's all the blacksmith recipes appearing and all that now.
Just taking a quick.
We'll craft the weapons first.
Well, so will it be?
There we go.
No scratches, right? And
That's pretty cool. She's a merchant, sure is, but she's also the story, so I'm going to leave that just for a second.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
It's not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier.
I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. The letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
Scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field. Count on my arrival. No. Just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there,
alright,
I'll
cheers,
find
mate.
it.
Wonderful.
I know how to fix it. 2 secs. It's what it is it's every time I change the audio thing, I normally check as well. It's the Elgato. This'll fix it. 2 secs. Man, why didn't I check it? Tell us if this works. Yeah, it's the Elgato.
I have to run if I'm to make my next
Tell us if
delivery in
the volume's actually or
Trust
if
you can
it's alright
find your
now.
way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, so what it is I got a new mic, and my headphones actually go into the mic, but for some reason now and again it like makes us select all my options again, and the Elgato seems to have like a bit of a freak out because it's trying to, the audio for it ticks these boxes and you have to untick them, and every time I stream something on the Elgato I keep forgetting I've got to untick them stupid bloody boxes. It's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, I haven't been able to get on much on this game lately. I've just been like so busy. The dog's not been very well either, so it's just been a bit of a ball ache.
Is everything all right?
Probably like maybe 10 hours in, if that.
I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, you know, in the Imperial Army.
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank
I don't even know if it's worth doing all these side quests if you get anything good for it, but
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
or if I should just ignore these and do main story, if they're like pointless and you can just come back to them. Because it seems to like kill the pacing of the game sometimes. Some of them are alright, the stories, but same as Fantasy 14, the ones you get stuff from have a plus on the icon. Oh, so some of these are just like a bit of story, I'm guessing. Ow. I don't know if I've actually seen a one with a plus sign on, to be honest, yet. A side quest. I mean, most of them's not been too bad. They're just been like, run here, grab these, come back. It's like fetch quests. And some of them have like had a bit of story to them, so they're not too bad.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies.
Yeah, some people say like some of the side stories have like got some like really good like story to them, like a bit dark and things. But I'm just doing them because I know I know Cyberpunk's a different game, but some of the Cyberpunk side quests were actually really good. So I thought I might as well do them. Might get something out of them.
To be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you
Still trying to get used to the combat. Sometimes I'm alright, and some of the times I just
with something in its mouth a little while back.
feel like I get hit by
Could have
silly
been a
little
piece of
attacks.
paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Or it feels a bit clunky, like trying to swap into things and then doing the
Towards
combo into something
Seemed
else.
well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
But overall, it's been like an awesome game. I mean, it goes from like nothing to like crazy in an instant, and then it goes a bit like sort of a bit slow again, building up story again.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
Don't know if just to give the side quests a bit of a miss, I don't know. I kind of just want to see everything, but yeah, on my first playthrough, just realised I had to do them all again on New Game Plus. Yeah, it's like whenever you think the game's starting to slow down, it's like, oh, okay, this is getting a bit tedious, and then next minute it sort of like ramps up and it goes insane.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Gonna slaughter the dog now.
Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Well, from a friend who I know, like, who I raid with, and who another one who I work with, said the Titan fight is insane, and so is the Bahamut one. One of them said they preferred the Titan fight. The one I raid with, she said she actually prefers the Bahamut fight. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I get a bit bored doing these little tedious fetch quests. I just want to like do more main story.
If it isn't Sid's young protege.
Like,
To what
apparently
do I owe
the
the pleasure?
Titan fight's like a good half an hour long, and then Bahamut is about the same but maybe a bit longer.
He was expected back at the hideaway
Which
some
sounds
time
kind
ago.
of insane.
A friend of his asked
Like,
me to
really
check on
insane.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Yeah, the Odin fight, I've heard, is a bit meh. And I've heard the end boss is a bit meh. There's only one, like, sort of cool bit in the end boss apparently, but the rest, I mean, they didn't say who it was or what it is or anything, but like, they said it's a bit meh, like it's not really like a decent end boss. Right, do I need to go up here? Can't wait to get like a chocobo. I heard the Odin fight was a bit like not as long and it's a bit crappy. I mean, I like the Odin design in this, like, he looked so good on the battlefield. The Bahamut design, I'm not sure, he looks like he's got feathers a bit, I'm not totally sold on him. I mean, I think some of the other Bahamut designs are better. The Ifrit design's probably one I like the most. Phoenix is Phoenix. Shiva looks really good. Titan looks really fucking good. Like, I like the dark look to them. Yeah, apparently he's not like the best end boss. Which, I mean, it's kind of crazy how they were like some of the side bosses, like like Titan and all them is pretty like better than him.
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road.
I just wish they made Fantasy 14 a bit like this. All voice acted and things, and
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
yeah, so like, I'm not a massive fan, like, in games where you fight yourself. Where like, oh, he's a dark version of yourself, or oh, you're fighting Ifrit with Ifrit, but the Ifrit fight and fighting myself was actually one of the best shit I've ever played.
Goblins.
Right, I've got a new skill, I just... Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Does it stop? Oh, can I actually be hit with that? The problem I'm having is, like, me equipment, I've actually got the toggle one on. The dodging in this is dog shit at times. It's not as fast as, like, Devil May Cry's, unless I'm just slow now. It's like a lot more clunkier than Devil May Cry's. I'm just getting wrecked here, like. Just moving away, me like. Oh shit! I didn't mean to press that. I was thinking it was the uppercut. I changed the skills a while ago. Do you know to press triangle after each sword hit for extra mag? I just thought it was at the end of the combo. Oh, I thought it was like at the end of each combo. Guessing you just finished Garuda. No, I finished 2 minutes. No, I finished. I thought so. I went into the main like place where I was following the Phoenix. Well, Joshua, it looked like, and then I fought myself, and then got control of Ifrit, and then come back out, and ordered like back into the land where, not land, place where there's no magic, and then you go back into that town where it had the guy with the, yeah, Phoenix Gate. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Went back in that town and all places had been slaughtered, like all the people. Then Sid was like, okay, well, we're now going to take on all these mother crystals and hit the capital, where the mom is or whatever. Weave the magic hit between. Okay, I didn't know it. The way I read the tutorial was you do it at the end of the combo. Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, so the problem I'm having at the minute with the game is the equipment. So, like, these are fine, these are understandable. I'm having to keep the toggle ring on, literally because I don't want to micromanage the dog. I've got the Kate Sith on for the gill because there isn't actually anything better at the minute, I feel. And I've had to put Gouge on because I changed one of the abilities for this Ifrit charge ability, which I thought might have been better. So yeah, I just kind of don't know what to equip yet, like what's beneficial or not. Not gonna lie, Gil is kind of, yeah, so I don't know what to change it for because I've got Wicked Wheel to make that stronger because Garuda's attacks are just quick and weak. But I don't use Heat Wave, I don't use Rising Flames, and I don't use Scarlet Wheel anymore. I don't even know if I've even got like the best skill, and then they've got this increase your attack by 7. Alright, well I'll have to probably check that out when I go back. So I'll just leave these on because I'll probably be going back to Hideaway anyway to cash these missions in. I don't even know if I've even done the missions. Inspect Randall's body. Also, Heatwave is actually pretty good.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside.
So I went with the weird Phoenix Wing things because it was expensive and it heals you. Okay. I was hoping I could teleport back here. I'll check Heatwave out now then because I do have an accessory for it. So do you say like these flames of rebirth pretty naff? The problem with it is the cooldown's so friggin' big on it, and I don't actually know. Have I even bought Heatwave? Doesn't look like I've even bought Heatwave. Which one's Heatwave? I don't know. Where is Heatwave? What's a summon a projectile? I got them two mixed up. Ah, damn it! Oh well. Well, I went with the wheel. So with that doesn't matter. I mean, it's ability. I can just buy it. It was only like 100 and odd. Yeah, so I've got Flames of Rebirth, which is like does insane damage and heals you, and then I've got Ignition, which I don't know if it's actually good or not. You can unlearn it. Where did I? What? Just hold square to reset it. Okay. I quite like Scarlet Wheel, but The effort ignition thing looks pretty good as well. I don't think it costs too much. Like, I can probably upgrade it as well. Do a bit more damage. The Ifrit stuff I should really... Garuda stuff. The one I was going to save up for is this one. The aerial blast, but it seems like it's going to be another Wings of Rebirth where the cooldown will be stupidly long. I'm just scared not to do, like... Will this vendor sell maybe some better accessories? I'm scared. Like, I'm really scared not to do, no. The side quests in case I miss a bit of story or something, but I don't want to be like 70 hours into the game and be nowhere near the end. Because I want to see the story.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And
I mean, Rhea, the girl who we raid with, she's just completed it, and she was like, "Oh, when you get to a certain part, tell us, and I'll tell you some really good like combinations to put together and things."
I trust you'll do right by him.
But I've heard like most of the Titan abilities are amazing.
Send someone right away.
Makes you like basically like a tank, and you do massive damage.
I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
I mean, I remember seeing the developer for the combat before the game was released playing it, and he kept like using the Titan arm, like he keeps coming up and he was like blocking everything and like countering everything, and it looked kind of cool.
For your trouble.
Well, like, most of these, like, I mean, 20 experience, I mean, come on. And then these materials are probably dog shit, so, I mean, I'm a bit, like, some of the side quests are apparently really good, and I don't want to be, like, I don't want to miss them, but at the same time, I'm just, like, is there a way to go, like, the world map to, like, just, oh, there, world map. It's just not worth like the time and effort unless you want a bit of story, I guess. But most of them are like, some of them have been good and some have been a bit.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Some of them have been quite dark stories, I guess, which I kind of like. I like the whole dark theme of the game. I just don't want the game to be totally dark. I've had to turn the brightness and things up.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure
It's red hot like the sun.
The letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his
Yeah, the lad at work
She's off studying in
said that the game's probably only about 30 hours long. But if you do all the side stuff, you're looking at probably like 50 hours or more.
He's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
And that was all side quests and everything. I think I'm about... I don't know how you check. I think I'm about 10 hours in. Roughly. Like, judging by some, like, new videos, I'm guessing. I just don't want to miss out, really. But
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Oh, did you? So it'll be even longer for me then, because I kind of like listen to it and all that. What do I keep doing that for? Actually, I don't really want to sell these weapons. Is there a point to keeping like some of these weapons? Like, I don't think you ever go back to them or have them for glamour or anything, do you? I don't sell me accessories, I just sell like these belts and shit. But the weapons, if they're not like something I've crafted that's like part of something, I tend not to like sell them. So what's this? Got Heat Wave, which I think I've already got, and Rook's I think I've already got these.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat fouls.
And I don't feel like I lost my DLC either. Like what happened to Yuki? Or he lost his DLC.
Alright.
I don't think I lost mine. It's something I need to check out. God damn, it's so hot here. Like, and the sun's on. Like, the game's really dark, and the sun's like on my monitor. It's really a nightmare. Gear and accessories. That's where I was looking. So I check if I still have. Yeah, I still got Braveheart. I didn't lose mine. Is this not who I was just checking out?
Yes.
Well, I might check the accessories.
Go on then.
She only has like these two, and I believe I've actually got these two.
Is that all?
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Krieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines...
I wonder how many years it's going to take for this to come to Steam, then.
With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
How did you find the combat? Did you find it sometimes a bit clunky, like, or making mistakes, or...
Gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming.
I just feel like the dodge shouldn't be on the shoulder button. I feel like it should be like circle or something like that.
That's good.
I know I can swap around, but I feel like that's where I would dodge easier or something.
Find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
But I feel like the dodging's like not as quick as Devil May Cry and not as slow as Dark Souls. It's sort of like in between. It's a bit clunky.
I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Yeah. heard Titan's probably like the halfway marker. Bahamut's about 70-75% through, and then whatever's after that, I guess. Alliance reports are now available by viewing the speed command for Alliance reports. Counter and hiders analysis. Contains information on quests currently available across. Ugh. So that does he just like tell you like
that's everything.
where all the like side quests are on the maps?
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you.
Oh, so it's just more and more side quests.
I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there.
I'm like in two minds. I kind of want to do the story. I don't really want to do all the side quests in a way, but I don't want to miss out either.
Proper bounties on them and all. Anything catch your eye?
Oh god. I feel like if I don't do them, like they're just going to build up, aren't they? Oh, there's 3 of them. I think I'm going to give it a skip for now. I kind of want to do some of the story. Is this Gav Geordie?
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
But like a different kind of Geordie.
Hey, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
I thought so. Sounds like really Geordie, but sometimes he doesn't.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the 3 of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Yeah, I don't know if he's already said it or not, but as soon as I heard it, I was like, this guy's Geordie.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Does the rage meter thing build up for the dominant thing pretty fast?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
I'm scared to use it because I feel like it's take ages to build up again.
The greatest shield in Rosaria. You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
Like very much
Less
fast.
likely to be spotted if we travel separately.
Or slow.
I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Just I feel like if I use it and then get into a boss fight, it's not going to be built up by the end of the boss fight, or not be able to use it in the boss fight. Oh yeah, it's pretty fast. Okay, that's not too bad then. Fucking hell, look at all the side quests just appearing. It's so like weird. It's like it is like Game of Thrones. It's kind of weird. All the different capitals and things.
We're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
The hell have I went to the wrong town or something here? Just gotta follow the road up here, I'm guessing.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off?
Yeah, I can't wait for like a chocobo if you get one or not. It's pretty slow running.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Wish I could just like click down, log down, and sprint. Actually, I'm going to save this quickly as well. Just in case. I need like a power cut or anything. Hey, spiders. So did you control Torgal yourself, or did your or did you manually do it? 'Cause that sounds like a ball ache. So there's a bit around this corner I can explore. Oh, hello. This has a lot of health. Oh yeah, shit, I keep forgetting you said you can do like a, so you attack, hit, attack. See, it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it. Like, what the hell? Shit. Am I just pressing it too quick? Fuck. I feel like Torgal doesn't even like heal us either at times. Why is this thing so fucking like strong? Like there's no even... They say I'm pressing like bang, bang.
Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
Get him, boy.
Is that right? It's like that.
There, boy.
Like, you control them yourself manually. What the fuck? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take a bit of practice because I kind of learned myself to just do like every 4 combo hit, every 4 combo fire, every 4 like sort of thing. I didn't really like look into it too much. I just don't like controlling something like. It's this Griffin's Head, increased burning blade damage by 7%. Burning blade, is that? I think that's the one where you charge it up. I don't really use that much. Yeah, just seem to be. I should have bought some more potions actually. You know, we get lots in the wild.
Sick of Torgal.
That ability is just so strong, but the cooldown sucks so bad. I don't know if we can get it to go quicker or not.
Get him. Over here.
I'm probably going to end up forgetting to keep doing fire in the thing. It just feels a bit clunky, like trying to weave it in. But I'm guessing once you get used to it, you can do some crazy damage. I'm fighting one of them dragons.
There. North Reach.
Barely see because the friggin' screen's got the sun across it. Whoa, if you get a few of them in, that's pretty cool.
Sick of Toggle. Over here.
Oh shit, didn't mean that.
It's over.
Yeah, that's gonna get taking some used to. Trying to like tell me mind not to like do it at the end of the combo.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint.
A brothel. It's kind of weird he instantly got in Final Fantasy game.
Give me one of those hands.
How about a plum for the apple of your... You there! Fancy a
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Begone! The gate's for citizens, not serfs.
So I've got a search area basically for someone.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Let's see what this person's got to buy. Any better belts? No. I want to buy some portions.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants. An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he
How's
wants.
that? Gradually fills the limit gauge to say, oh,
I'll
okay.
be here if you need me.
Forgot to use, I keep forgetting I've got a limit gauge thing. I should have used it on that stupid dragon. You can keep pressing the button when you do gouge to do more hits. Also, you don't just press it and then you actually got to keep pressing it.
Even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
Yeah, I don't remember reading all this.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers.
Ah, okay. Do you do that for all attacks? Or just mainly things like that? Like, I don't have to press no when I'm doing the Ifrit charge or like Wicked Wheel or anything.
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Probably why my gouge does such little damage. I know it does little damage anyway, but I've even got an accessory on to try and make it stronger.
Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it,
Red hot.
I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here.
Yeah, so like chips away at the stagger bar basically.
Between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
Is the sound of the game and like my mic okay?
Masterless bearer pass.
Don't know if I got the settings correctly or not.
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear.
Ah, cool.
Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait.
Just not used to a mic where you have to like turn the gain up on the bottom. It's like on the bottom of the mic, you turn it. to get more gain, whilst my other mic was literally, you had to go into all the settings on the computer and fanny on. I'm just wondering if I've got a decent one. And then with the Elgato, you just don't know what the sound's going to be like on games and things.
We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure what volume I've got it on. Just, it sounds super loud when through my headset, but I can't seem to turn it down without turning the game volume down.
Of course, we
Kind of
must
thing.
make
It's
ready
weird.
to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
I'll probably only got like another 20 minutes or so, and then I'm probably going to have to head out
Oi, hold up.
and pick Leon up.
Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
This obviously isn't the capital that they're going to storm and take down. This is just like a little town, I'm guessing, on the way to that.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
See, the like problem with this game is you can go like one place and then like a maybe half an hour cutscene. And if I've got to go out, I'm kind of like like
Her company. Tell them she is feeling unwell.
I always feel like I push me luck a bit.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
I mean, I might be able to get on later and do some more on it. But it's just a bit hard, like, with Leon, because Crystal will be at work, so, like, Leon will be in the room, and he's not too bad normally if it's just me and him, but if he starts, like, being a bit noisy or anything, kind of ruins the game because I can't hear it.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Okay.
I should probably start here.
Oh, there's all side quests opening up.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb. A gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. He'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Did you find, like,
I suppose
it feels like Clive runs really slow. Like, it feels so slow the way he runs.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant.
I know, it's...
The dame thanks you.
It's like... They picked an accent from every region of the UK. Like, every single place, every town, and then they just mashed them into one game. Like, everyone has different accents, like, none of them sort of, like, sound like they're from the same village or anything. What's that right there? Why is that tree glowing?
Sergeant's got it in for us.
Oh, it's a glowing tree, man. Idiot. It's just an item. 2 gil. Oof. Oh, whoa. The hell, that looks cool. Ah, so when you get your wood, it's pretty much slow as well. I'm not sure why I ran up them stairs.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Oh, how far? Is this outside the gate place I've just been? Yeah, this looks like it's outside the gates, doesn't it?
Think I might see you tonight?
Is there another way out? See, because the sun. Oh, here. So, is this the rocks in the background and all this around the castle? They're mother crystals. Or just shaped rocks like that, because they kind of look a bit different.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
The one behind the town, or that one there? So that over there doesn't explain what that is. But the one in the actual town's a mother crystal. I don't know what the one is, but the one behind the town is a mother... Yeah. Is there only like one mother crystal, or is there like a lot of them? Oh, you can clearly see it's a crystal now when you look at that. So let's zoom out. Okay, so it's looking like each castle has a mother crystal. That's red, that one. Zoom. Oh, L3, my bad. So each mother crystal is basically like the dominant, because like obviously that's if it's or phoenixes or whatever. Fuck knows this one. Ramu. Odin maybe? I don't know. 3, 4. I can only see 4 of them at the minute. Must be something I'll unlock later. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the time and I'm thinking like, I need to. I'm just like, ah, shit, I've got to be out for 3. So I'm just trying to get across this path. I feel like because once I get to this castle, like shit's gonna kick off. I feel like big time. I'm gonna have to do some of these side quests, like, because I don't like leaving them not done.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Right, so before I talk to you, I'm gonna have to save this. Let's check on my abilities and things. So I'm gonna have to head out. There is an ability. Yeah, I use that one quite a lot, but it's not great. Oh, hell. I thought I'd, forgot I had that ability. Might increase the limit thing, even though I've not used it yet. Rook's Gambit. See, I used to like Rise and Flame, that was quite strong. You should learn all of those first. Yeah, but I don't... Taunt. Is it even worth... see what I mean? Like, what a weird combination. R2 plus the deep heart, like the thing in the middle. But yeah, like these are the main combos, aren't they? Should really like level them up. What's this? Oh yeah, I use that one quite a bit actually. I don't think I've really used it much, to be honest. I'll get it though. I'll try it out. I keep forgetting I've got some of these abilities because I use like the Ifrit gap closer, but then lunge kind of looks cool as well though. So it doesn't matter if it's X and square, or as long as it's them two buttons, and you just charge forward. It's good gap closer and does good damage with the magic burst. Yeah, so it's just basically like if you're in the sky, your sword slashes down. If you're on the ground, you lunge forward. Because I do use the one in the sky that like sometimes just for the extra damage, but yeah, I'm gonna have to save that there. Does it tell you how long you've actually played for? Right, well, I'm gonna have to leave that there. I've got to nip out. But I'll catch you later, mate. See you later.